Welcome, guys, to the daily analysis for April 29th. Today is going to be a pretty wild day. We have FOMC at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and then right after close, 4 of the Mag 7 are reporting earnings. Guess what? Then we have month end tomorrow, which is towards the end of what has been a monster month. So all of it combined is just a bunch of catalysts. But if you look at the chart structure, I don't really think it should change too much. We already had price try to go higher last week from a consolidation in both QQQ and SPY. That also failed yesterday. And we're just in a tight consolidation, most likely waiting for the 21-day moving average to catch up before we have another charge higher. Now, if you remember in the weekly watch list, I had discussed how the current scenario is quite similar to what we had in 2023. So breakout above previous highs, tight consolidation for a couple of weeks, and then another push higher. That's what I'm expecting. That tight consolidation was similar, 21-day moving average catching up to price at that time too. All right, so it might seem like a bunch of catalysts. It might seem like it can make price explode in one of or the either directions. But as we discussed in the weekly watch list, gun to my head, we're just gonna most likely stay in a tight contraction. Like all these catalysts will neutralize each other, and we won't really move that much. That's my expectation. All right, so with that context and with that expectation in mind, let's get the party started. What are the levels for QQQ? For QQQ, yesterday was a pretty simple consolidation day. Early in the morning, we were expecting a push lower, correct? Once QQQ was finding support at the 50 HMA, I mentioned the bounce play. Did I take full advantage of the bounce play? No, because the move was much cleaner on QQQ. On SPY, the move had to pass through resistance, and I was not happy holding through it. Either way, we took advantage of getting some points in the chop, and then today's neutral area is quite clear. It's this range from 654 to 657. Above 657, bulls have control. We can go to 660 and higher. So 660 and then 663. Below 654, we can go for the gap fill to 651. Those are your levels for today. Now you might say, Ayush, we are already gapping up to around 660. Are the bulls already in control? For that, I will say you have to wait for the initial reaction. Whenever price is consolidating like this between 9 and 50 HMA and you have 21 right above it, 21 HMA usually acts as a resistance. All right. So if we gap up right into it, bulls are not in control right away. If they retest 657 and then bounce, then you can look for a long. Or if we go above 660 and the 21 HMA, you can go long. All right. So that's how you will play it. What about SPY? SPY also the neutral territory is quite clear. It's this area from around 710 to 71. I would like to put it as 713. That's your neutral territory. Yesterday price was just very, very choppy. All right. So let me extend this a little bit. All right. Perfect. So that's your neutral territory for today. Now, you might ask, Ayush, so you were talking about the reversal play. What happened yesterday? It was passing through this resistance where price has stalled before a bunch of times. So I was just not comfortable holding through it. But the idea of the short play, finding support and bounce was pretty valid. Anyways, that's your neutral territory for today. Above 713, bulls have control. For 716, below 710, we likely go for the gap fill, potentially to the 707 area and then 704. Those are your